Welcome you here. You'll see a note on your screen that the meeting is being recorded, so if you hit continue, you'll be able to stay in the meeting. And what I'd like to do is I'll just give you an overview of what will happen today. So I'm going to introduce the representatives from our College of Engineering that are here with us, and then I'll have our Associate Dean Ginny Rhee give a brief overview of the college, and then we'd be happy to answer any of your questions. So the people on the people on our Zoom today are Associate Dean Ginny Rhee, and you'll be hearing from her shortly. And she's a mechanical engineer by training. And then we've got Fred Berez, Professor Fred Berez, and he's the chair of our Aviation and Technology Department. And then Thuy Le, who is our chair of our Electrical Engineering Department, Professor Le. And then Aguna Salvadore, who is chair of our Biomedical Engineering Department. And then Richard Chung, chair of our Chemical and Materials Engineering Department, and then Ping Xu, who is the director of our General Engineering Program. So I think that covers the San Jose State folks. And again, it looks like there's about as many of you as there are of us. And I hope that conveys our sincere hope that you'll join San Jose State. We're happy to just tell you a little bit more about the college and then to answer your questions. So let me turn things over to Associate Dean Rhee.
Thanks, Cheryl. I was wondering if I could get an idea of who is in the audience. So since we do have a small intimate group here, why don't you go ahead and open up the chat at the bottom of your window and type in your name and maybe the city that you're logging in from, and whether you're coming in as a freshman, transfer, or a graduate student. So go ahead. We can see those scroll through as I get my presentation ready. Okay, thank you for joining us, and I'm happy to be able to give you a short college overview, and then we'll have time for Q&A after the presentation. So again, this is the overview of College of Engineering, and I'm going to talk about some of the updates to our college over the past year. All right, the first question is, why should you come to San Jose State to study engineering? And one of the primary reasons is our field of study and our location in the heart of Silicon Valley. And this video explains it better than I could, so I'm going to go ahead and play it for you. And it is on our open house website if you want to watch it again later.
Ginny, I also hear the audio.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. So hopefully I've convinced you that our location in the leader of engineering in the country and our program of study equals lots of opportunities for our students. Here are some quick facts and figures about our college, and these numbers were taken from fall 2020. You can see the programs we have on the left. We have 13 undergraduate majors and 15 graduate programs. We do have over 6,000 majors in our college, and you can see the breakdown between undergraduate and graduate students on the right. We are predominantly an undergraduate college, but our graduate program is sizable for a comprehensive university, and we do have the largest master's program among the CSU and comparable university peers. Just like your high school and your community college, we've had to adapt to the new county and state restrictions. And you can imagine that is challenging for a curriculum like ours, which is very hands-on and very project-based. So we do have a number of upper division lab courses that are running in a hybrid mode where the lecture instruction is given remotely. And then we do schedule small groups of students to come in and do some of the hands-on activities in person. So we have a couple of departments doing that this semester, and there might be a few more departments that join us in doing that next semester. On the left, you can see an example of a test kit that we sent out to some of our students in our electrical engineering department. And we have 3 departments right now that are making heavy use of kits. So basically you receive a little equipment box at your home, and you can duplicate some of those hands-on experiments and activities at home that way. In the upper right, you can see a picture from a machine shop. Obviously, this is instruction that we can't duplicate remotely. And this picture was obviously taken before the pandemic because nobody has masks on. But we are planning tentatively now to offer 5 to 7 sections of machine shop classes in the spring if we are able. So we are excited about that. And in the lower right, there's a picture from our makerspace. And currently, we have a contract manufacturing process going on where students can learn how to enter their solid modeling into the software needed for our 3D printers or our water jet cutters or our laser cutters. And then our student assistants in the makerspace will manufacture that part for you, and you can either come pick it up or we can mail it to you. So we have that service going on to support our project classes. And we are working on some next steps for opening it up to small groups of students. And we're also happy to have some new facilities coming online. So in that group of pictures to the left, on the top left, you can see the first prints that we have from a brand new metal 3D printer in our advanced manufacturing research lab. This piece of equipment was acquired through a competitive National Science Foundation grant through the efforts of a multidisciplinary team of our faculty. So we're really happy to have this instrument here, and we're really happy to have created this new lab in advanced manufacturing. That picture in the center of your screen is a snapshot of a virtual desktop infrastructure. So basically our computer labs were switched over last year. We have thin clients and monitors in our computer labs, and the heavy duty computation is being done on centralized servers. The lucky coincidence for us is now all of our students can log into our servers remotely from home and access any software that they need for their classes. So this has been a huge advantage for us in the switch to more virtual instruction. And then this set of pictures in the lower left represents outputs from our microelectronics processing lab. And we have updated this lab this past year to just reflect the evolving research interests of our faculty and the changing demands of industry. It is now a biomicrofluidics research lab, and we also have a multidisciplinary team of faculty working in there. And we also got a big donation of electronics test equipment from Keysight Technology, and that's going to be going into a new named lab this spring, Keysight Technologies Mechatronics Lab. We hope to receive that equipment in the spring, and we hope to use that facility in some capacity shortly thereafter. And then on the right, you can see a picture of our new 12 office suite that we just built for our Engineering Student Success Center. They were in another office suite, but completely bursting at the seams. So we're really nice to have this new facility where they can have the space to properly conduct all of the excellent programs that they do in our ESSC. We completed this facility last January, and they were able to enjoy it for about 2 months before we had to shut down. But it's there waiting for us, and it'll be there for us when we're back in person. I wanted to mention our scholarship program. This is SPES, Silicon Valley Engineering Scholars. And the college has about $1.8 million in endowed scholarships and about $95,000 a year in expendable funds that go towards this program. We have scholarships that range from 1, 2, and 4 years. Most of them cover most of your tuition. And they are eligible, or you are eligible to apply if you are an incoming student or a continuing student. So the solicitation for applications will go out in late February or early March. And so you all should keep your eyes open for that and apply for that if you like. Oh, and I also wanted to mention that there are a number of smaller scholarships that are administered by our student clubs, our MEP program, and also our departments. So there are many opportunities here in this college for scholarships. I want to mention our Exceed Summer Bridge program. Exceed stands for Excellence in Your Engineering Education. And Summer Bridge is just what it sounds like. It's a bridge between the spring and the fall. It is designed for our students who are incoming in the fall, but we would make this open to students who are starting our programs in the spring as well. We cover best practices in engineering in Summer Bridge programs, including prep for math, team projects, and also a variety of workshops and career services. We have an Engineering Student Success Center that goes by the acronym ESSC, as I mentioned when I mentioned the Office Suite update. And this is basically the advising structure that we have on campus. We have a centralized advising center called the Advising and Academic Retention Services, AARS, that serves the entire campus. And then we do have the Engineering Student Success Center in our engineering building, which serves our majors and students. And then every department in our college also has major advisors, and you can meet with them to talk about course planning, but also things like career goal setting and selecting electives. We do have over 60 student clubs in the College of Engineering. So this is a great way to get involved and to meet other students who have like-minded interests. And we have all sorts of student clubs, and you are likely to find something that you'll be interested in. We have clubs that do technical projects and enter competitions. We have disciplinary societies, so professional societies that are affiliated with a certain discipline of engineering or aviation and technology. And then we have affinity groups. We have such as our Society for Women Engineers, SOLES, BASE, and then we also have honor societies in our college as well. So something for everyone there. We also have an engineering ambassador program, and these are undergraduate and graduate students who handle a lot of our outreach for the college. So we have paid and volunteer positions here, and we do provide a lot of professional development in this program where you can develop your communication skill and leadership skills. Our ambassadors go out to our local high schools and community colleges. They do things like science fair mentoring and also recruiting. And they staff our recruiting events on our campus. And last but not least, I wanted to feature the MESA engineering program that we have. You might have MESA at your high school or your community college, and this would be a great way to keep that continuity when you come here to San Jose State. These are some of the benefits of joining MEP. We have community building, specialized advising, professional development, and best of all, we have a designated study space that was revamped over the summer. So they have brand new carpet in there and paint, and the ceiling is all fixed. It looks really great right now. Yeah, keep your eyes open for this. You're going to see this again when you come to orientation, if you come join us here this spring. And if you want to scan that QR code on the right, it'll take you right to our application. The deadline to apply to join in the spring is going to be February 8th. So that would be the due date to keep in mind. In summary, so the reason you should come here is because of engineering and Silicon Valley equals opportunity. And also don't forget all of the great programs that I described: scholarships, Exceed, student orgs, engineering ambassadors, and the Mesa engineering program. So I hope to see you in the spring.
All right, thanks, Ginny. So we're happy to take your questions. So we can do this since we're such a small group. If you want to just unmute and use the raise hand function, we'd just be happy to hear your question. Or if you want to type it into the chat, we can try to monitor the chat as well. Yeah, so please feel free to use the raise hand function if you want to go ahead and ask a question. Oh, we've got a, oh, okay. Hi, we have a question about hardware engineering. So we have computer engineering, and then we also have a lot of computer engineering curriculum that takes place in electrical engineering. Maybe I could ask our chair of electrical engineering to talk about that.
Yes, it's our program. We mainly for the EE, but also we have some courses related to computer that including some the course about the Python programming, computational, and also course in this computer architecture, control embedded system. So yes, we do have some course in this computer hardware, and in fact, computer engineering department have the course in computer hardware also.
All right, great. And then another question, are there scholarship opportunities for graduate students? Yeah, so we have a limited number of scholarship opportunities, I believe, at the college level that are for graduate students, and there may be additional ones in the departments. Does any department chair want to chime in on that?
This is Gunnar Salvador, chair of the Biomedical Engineering Department. We don't have scholarships per se, but we do have what are called teaching associate positions that gives the graduate students very good development of opportunities to develop their communication and leadership skills. And it also comes with I think, a partial tuition waiver and a reasonably good, if not substantial, stipend for the semester. So that way you get paid somewhat, you learn a lot, and at the end of the day, everybody's happy.
Yeah, great. Thank you.
In aviation and technology, we gave $67,000 worth of a scholarship last spring. They are mostly for aviation students, for undergraduate. Very similar to what Dr. Gunnar Salvadori said, we offer opportunities for teaching assistants, lab assistants, as well as graders. And that gives you some income. And in some cases, you can get tuition waiver as well.
Here's Richard Chung with the chemical and materials engineering. And similar to those two professors and chairs mentioned that we
Oops, I'm getting a frozen screen.
Yep, Professor Chung is frozen.
I guess I'll quickly mention that we also post outside scholarship opportunities as we get them that aren't necessarily given through the College of Engineering. So you should just check our scholarship page periodically and you will see some other opportunities pop up here and there. Richard, did you want to finish your thought? Sorry,
Okay.
You were frozen for a second.
Yeah, I'm having problem with the internet recently. Yeah, I would like to say that I echo those two chairs, Professor Baraz and Professor Salvadore. Our department in the chemical and materials engineering, we also offer teaching positions for grad students to compensate some of their tuitions and also give them the experience in teaching. In addition, we
Uh-oh, Professor Chung froze again.
Oh, he's okay now.
Okay, we lost you again, Professor Chung.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Maybe our students on the line can empathize with this. Yeah, so you said you wanted to mention something in addition to the teaching assistant.
In addition, we also offer outstanding graduate scholarship for those students who have performed well. And so the faculty voted them for additional compensation like stipends and awards.
Yeah, and I think I also would like to just mention that we do have quite a few of our faculty with funded research projects, and so there are opportunities to be a paid research assistant, and this would apply for graduate students and even undergraduate students.
Yes, yeah. In our department, we have most of the lab is by the teaching associate that the student can apply, and also we have the ISA position for student to apply to help the faculty and get paid for that, and also quite a number of faculty right now have the research assistant position for the student also. So for research assistant, you should contact the faculty directly to find out. But for the student assistant, instructional student assistant, and the teaching associate, you can check the electrical engineering department website. We post the application, the due date, the requirement, everything on the website.
All right, great. So we have a question here about how can I apply for a double major or another minor? So for example, a student says that their major is electrical engineering, but they're interested in computer engineering. So we'll let our electrical engineering chair take this question also.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we don't have these double major option for the students. So even we don't have a minor either. So you should either just take these electrical engineering major, but specialize in computer by take more course in computer engineering, or you just have to take the computer engineering major. So that's it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, we don't
Yeah, we
Weigh in a little bit.
yeah, jump in, Jenny.
So we definitely do discourage double majoring just because it requires 36 extra units and, probably more than one extra year. But if your major is EE, let's see, what are some options? There are a number of certificate programs in computer engineering that you might want to check out. And they range, I think, between 12 and 20 other units. Also, there is a computer science minor if you want to check that out. Let me think. I know that there is a robotics minor that's going to come online and be in the catalog by fall 2021. And they're going to have like hardware and software focused tracks within that minor. So you might want to think about that robotics minor as well.
Can
Well,
I
what do you really want? Sorry.
Biomedical engineering has a minor as well. And the best way to sign up for a minor is make an appointment with the department chair and discuss, what you want to do. Then you need to fill out 2 forms. One form is from the registrar's office. It's a form for change of major or minor, and it's pretty straightforward. You type it all up, state which minor you would like to do. Then what you need to do for the minor, you discuss with the department chair, namely me, and we'll figure that out. Typically, our minor requires an additional 13 units, which is essentially 1 extra semester. It's 4 classes.
In aviation
Well,
and
what-
technology, we do have minors. We have a minor in aviation. We have a minor in industrial technology with emphasis on computer network. So if you are interested to get your hands dirty with more hardware, industrial technology minor would help you. And very similar to what Dr. Salvadori said, typically a minor consists of 12 to 15 units.
Well, what you really want is general engineering.
Oh my gosh. All right, Dr. Su, let's talk about the general engineering
Yes,
program.
totally. Yes, it will soon be multidisciplinary engineering. Our program allows you to take classes from different departments. And better yet, our program allows you to get a minor degree within 4 years. And all the minor degree that you heard about, if you major in one of the engineering degree, and it will take you at least one additional semester. But in general engineering, not only you can basically pick the courses you like, and you can actually complete a minor degree within 4-year period. And that is the 120 unit. So if you're interested to know more about general engineering, send me an email or give me a call.
I would also like to add, if you are in industrial technology, upon graduation, earning a bachelor's degree, you also earn a minor in business. So it's included in the sequence of courses you will take. So you earn a Bachelor of Science in Technology as well as a minor in business.
All right, great. So this is a really good amount of detail in the answer. Hopefully this addresses the students' questions and also provides some information that may not be so apparent from our website. One question came in about our aviation program. So this goes to Dr. Perez. How long does it take for aviation students to begin flying? So I should mention that we have one of the few public aviation programs on the West Coast. So pretty special.
For the schedule that we have what we call a roadmap, the sequence of courses you need to take over the next 4 years. You are expected to start taking flight lessons your second semester at San Jose State University to earn your private license. And then you continue with instrument the following year, and the year after is going to be your commercial. If you have the opportunity to take some private lessons and earn your private elsewhere before you come to San Jose State University, therefore you're going to be ahead by one particular course. I'd like to remind you, taking these courses are available at our flight schools that we have a relationship with. And the costs of flight lessons are not included in your semester tuition. Typically, each course would vary from $11,000 to $15,000, and it depends on the school that you attend, flight schools.
All right, so a question for Dr. Lay. So I'm an incoming EE graduate student. Are there any outstanding graduate student awards given by the EE department?
Outstanding grades. Oh, these at this moment we don't have these scholarship for these outstanding awards here, but just the college scholarship or the university scholarship, like associate in engineering that mentioned. 4 or 5 years ago, we had a few scholarship for outstanding student award, but we haven't have it in the past 2 years. We plan to go back to industry and seeking for some kind of thing, scholarship that for the student, but it's not happened yet.
Can I jump in? We also have a couple of awards every year that we award at our engineering banquet. And some of them do go to graduate students. I think we have an award for like a research award and an academic achievement award. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So that would be another pathway.
All right, do any other students have any further questions?
I have a question to ask from the students. Why are they interested in San Jose State University?
Yeah, we would love to hear that. If you want to put that in the chat, maybe there's some helpful information we can provide that can help make a decision on your end.
Jeannie, maybe you want to mention that we are number 3 schools in the country from engineering standpoint. We are number 1 aviation program on the West Coast. We are number 4 aviation program across the whole country.
Oh, well, you said it so well, Fred. Thank
How about you, Gunnar? Gunnar, I think your programs, your biomedical is outstanding.
Yes, we've been awarded several, not awards per se, but very high rankings, including the one year we were the 3rd best biomedical engineering master's program in the entire country.
Tui and Richard, you want to tell us about your programs?
Just worry about my system might be frozen again.
Just say we are number one.
Yeah, we're not number one in internet bandwidth, unfortunately. Though we're located in Silicon Valley. Some of us really struggle with that. But yeah, so all of these rankings are important. So I think it's US News and World Report that we're ranked third in the nation for programs that have bachelor's and master's degrees. And then Money Magazine gave our whole campus the rating of number one in the country for most transformative. So if you think about where you are now and where you want to go, we're the university that's best equipped to get you there. Oh yeah, so people are mentioning the location. Yeah, so we do have quite a few of our students who are doing virtual internships. And so if you're a U.S. citizen permanent resident student, you can get internships. And then if you're an international student, you can do internships through the CPT process in nearly all of our departments. The one holdout is civil and environmental engineering, but we're working on that, and hopefully we can get that program started up there as well. And so you can do CPT during your studies after you've completed a certain number of credits. And the proximity does help, even though we are remote. When we open back up again, it'll be great to be able to get there in person.
Oh, thank you, Asia. You mentioned about curriculum structure. Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Yeah, we revised the curriculum continuously in the past few years to to update with the current technology in the Silicon Valley and also the world. So you will see that we continue to revise the EE curriculum in the next few years also.
Oh, we have a question on the chemical engineering. Oh, it's not a question, or maybe it is a question. So somebody is interested in medicinal chemistry, and then for grad work is interested in math, geometry of organic molecules or isomers, and brain chemistry. So maybe Professor Chung can comment on the chemical engineering program, if that's a good pathway.
Yes, we have about 4 faculty members who are working on bioengineering research and courses. Students can have internship and also the research project collaborated with the local industry. And currently, as I have learned, yesterday we just received an alarm asking for an intern in a company called Genomics. So that opening is open right now. So student in biofield can sign up for Genomics for internship. Likewise, NASA Ames also have some bio-related research position right now. So we have 2 openings now for all the Chemi students.
Yeah, so I'm also trained as a chemical engineer, so I would echo that chemical engineering is a really good program, and the advantage of chemical engineering is that you're actually also going to learn how to make the molecules at a scale that is actually useful for society, in addition to building on the knowledge in chemistry. So I think it's a good perspective. And then also your marketability with a bachelor's degree is really, really good. It's difficult in some of the sciences to have really great job opportunities with just the bachelor's, and then with chemical engineering you can also go on to graduate school. All right, any other questions? Ooh, what type of aircraft are students trained in?
Typically, they are Cessna airplanes 172 that are used by the 2 flight schools. So that's what they start with. And the airplane you see behind me is a jet. It's a Bombardier Challenger 601L, which was donated to the aviation program. And it is parked at Moffett Field near NASA Ames in Mountain View, California.
All right, other questions? So I think one question on people's minds might be, what does our campus look like for spring? And I'm surprised I haven't heard that yet. So I'm going to just go ahead and pre-answer that question. So right now we're about 95% online and the remaining part hands-on. And Ginny did talk about how we've got kits that we're mailing home, or students can come by and pick up if you're local. But we are trying to aim so that we have opportunities for students when there's hands-on labs that students can come in, and we have to keep the number density of students in the labs down, as well as keep everybody separate. So we are cutting the number of students that can come each week down, but we're providing opportunities for students to attend if they can. And we're going to do the same in the spring. And then if students are not able to attend in person, I think I saw some students that were from no, I guess, okay. If you're from Los Gatos, that's great. If you're from Los Angeles, maybe that's further away, and you want to stay living there because it's cheaper, that's fine. We'll be able to accommodate anybody who needs to remotely in the spring.
Which majors are everyone interested in? You want to type them in the chat so we can see?
Oh, yay, we have somebody who's traveling to the United States in January. That's so great. Yeah, we look forward to your arriving. So for all of the people coming from abroad, it is important that you show that you have an in-person class that you're taking, so something in hybrid mode, and we're making sure we've got that accommodated in all of our programs. All right, so in the chat, I know we have aviation, we have chemical. Oh, we have somebody transferring from Georgia. We have materials. Yay, materials is such a great program. Yes, our chemical and materials chair raises his hand. He's a materials engineer himself. All right, so 2 electrical, materials, aviation, chemical. Any mechanicals in the group?
I saw a civil engineer from
Oh,
here.
great. Yeah, that's right. Software engineering. Yeah, so for the folks who are transferring in our undergraduate program, just so you know, about half of our students at graduation time, they came in as transfer students. So there's a really big chunk. So you will not be the lone or 1 or 2 people transferring in.
And you want to mention to all these students, when you come in, please be sure to meet your advisor in your department to make sure the courses you have taken at community colleges are going to be transferable. Sometimes you don't know and you miss the opportunity taking extra courses. We do have a requirement in the College of Engineering that you need to see your academic advisor every semester before you enroll so they could monitor your progress.
Oh, great. We've got industrial technology. Wonderful. Manufacturing systems.
Very good. Welcome,
Yeah.
Jeff. Did you guys want to make any comments regarding dormitories, availability of dorms?
Yeah, so again, what it looks like for spring is about what it looks like for fall. So we have, I think, maybe 800 students that are living in the dormitories on campus. So if that's something that's of interest to you, we definitely could accommodate additional students as far as I'm aware. So you should be able to, just don't miss any deadlines for applying for housing. And as far as I know, everybody's in single room. So we haven't really gotten convinced that it's a good idea to have people sharing rooms at this point. And we do have provisions for quarantining should a student become sick, so to help separate that student from other folks. But if you follow, we do have a dashboard in our webpage. I'll try to find the link and put it in the chat. So because we've been so cautious about students coming in person and trying to keep everybody distant and apart, so far, I mean, at this point, we seem to be doing okay in terms of having smaller numbers of people affected. So there, it's not that we have 0 cases, but the number of cases per population is actually much lower than our surrounding county. Oh, good question. How can I access library facilities? So once you get your SJSU ID and you matriculate as a student, we have an incredible amount of facilities that are available online. And then I think they're getting ready to be able to give materials out. But as far as the library being open, I haven't gotten any definite news for that.
So our campus is close to 15 minutes from Reed-Hillview Airport. Reed-Hillview Airport is a county airport that is close to San Jose State University campus. So we have a facility as well as some number of airplanes, engines, classrooms, and laboratories. So if you don't have transportation to drive your own car, which takes about 15 minutes, then there is valid transport authorities buses that you can take. And if you are going to be an aviation student for the next 2 years, most of the classes will be offered on campus because we don't want you to go back and forth between off-campus facility and our campus. So during the first year, you take most of your classes on campus, including English, communications, lower division requirements.
All right, so I did put information about it's our dashboard for our status with respect to how many coronavirus cases we've got. So if folks want to hold on to that site. But again, the campus has done a lot of planning to try to reduce the risk both for students and for our professors and for our staff. So we're part of the team that really comes to campus very infrequently because there's really not a need for us to be physically there. We do have some of our staff in the buildings to make sure that our labs are functional, and then the instructors or student teaching assistants that are teaching the classes are there as well. So. All right, any additional questions? Yeah, so Dr. Lay put an important point in the chat. So for those those of you who are international students, do stay in contact with our International Student Support Services. I think I'm getting the acronym correct, but it's ISSS, because they're going to be the ones who have the expertise to ensure that your visa application process goes smoothly. And so if they're reaching out to get information from you, please respond. And if you've got questions, please reach out to them. So we're happy to help about questions about classes. But as far as questions about your visa, they have the expertise there. So. All right. So, for a full-time student, how many hours a week are required to study at home? So this is a little bit variable, but I always think about a general rule that if you're taking 1 credit, that means 1 credit of contact time. So, and then that's probably 3 hours or even more outside of class. And maybe some of our chairs and our associate dean might want to comment on that as well. So if you're taking 15 units, it's essentially a full-time job. And I know a lot of our students are working on top of that. But hopefully you've already had some experience balancing work and school, and so you'd be able to continue doing that if you're going to continue working. Anyone else want to comment?
My recommendation is if you're coming to San Jose State University for the first time, transferring, take maybe 12 units, evaluate your performance. If you're doing well, then start increasing the number of units the following semester. Don't try to take a lot of courses and then you will say, hey, this is a different environment. At De Anza College, I had a class of 15. In here, I have to take a class of 30 students. I am too shy to ask questions. So go with maybe a 12-unit minimum for your first semester. Evaluate your performance. If you're doing well, take more next semester. And the beauty here is you can take courses during winter session. It's like a 2-week session between your fall and spring semester. You can take them take some maybe general education courses. Of course, there are also courses which are available during summertime you can take so you can get ahead.
Yeah, does anybody else want to jump in on that
For
question?
for the grad student, I always recommend you take 9 units for the first semester. Don't take more than that. You just take the number of units multiply by 4, become minimum how many hours you have to work for your class, for the grad. For the undergrad, you just take 12. I mean, the number of units multiplied by 3, it becomes the minimum number of hours you should work for for your class. So that's my recommendation.
Actually, if I may chime in, the advice I give to undergrads and grad students is focus on doing well, not necessarily quickly. Because if you look 15, 20 years down the road, it's how well you did and how much you learn that's going to sustain you. That becomes your foundation to build upon.
Yes, remember that you graduate early or on time based on your plan. It means that you have to look, few semester more, what course you're going to take. And so you arrange the course in a way that you can do it. That makes you graduate on time. Take a lot of course without planning. That even makes you, graduate late. Okay, keep that in mind. The planning, not taking many courses, but do the good plan.
That is important for you to follow the roadmap for each program, take the courses in proper sequence. Otherwise, if you don't take them in the proper sequence, you're going to fall behind. You're going to take a course, you don't have the prerequisite, then you have to wait 1 semester to do that. And another comment you guys want to make is international students at the graduate level, they must take 9 units minimum each semester. I'm sure there's the same thing for international students at the undergraduate level.
Yeah, I think you need to maintain full-time student status.
Right.
Yeah, so key points are having a plan, working with your advisor. I do want to echo, for students who do have to work because you're paying for all or part of your studies, you really need to be able to balance it out. But most of our students are working. And in the end, employers want to know what you can contribute, and we don't really get a lot of questions about did you graduate in exactly 4 years. But we do want to try to get everybody through efficiently, so that's why it's important to get a plan and stick to it, so we don't have any challenges with not meeting prerequisites. So engineering is definitely a degree that it does take a lot of work to get through, but our students do roll up their sleeves and they do the work. And then on the other end, there's a lot of really great opportunities, whether it's a great job in Silicon Valley or a job in the field that you've trained for, maybe not in Silicon Valley, or going to graduate school. There's a lot of great things you'll be able to do.
I'd like to add to that, and that is the fact that Silicon Valley appreciates the caliber of our students, the graduates. So they are well respected, and often we are called the school that fuels Silicon Valley because we provide the best hands-on graduates to industry, Silicon Valley in particular.
Yeah, we do have the Smart Planner tool as well that you can use to help plan. You can put in that you want to take 15 units a semester or 12, and then you can see how it impacts your time to graduation. Or if you pick up an internship junior and senior year, you can decide to go back down to 12 units per semester, and then you can see how that would affect your graduation plans. So if you come in as a freshman, you will automatically do it during the semester you take Engineering 10, the Intro to Engineering class, because we have that advising assignment embedded in the class. And transfer students, the tool is available to you too. Once you have all your transfer credit posted, you should definitely run it to see what the recommended list of classes after that would be.
Oh, okay, yeah, so AB 540 students, can they apply for internships? Ginny, do you want to take that one?
Sure. So AB 540, you cannot apply for a paid internship. But I think I have had them work as volunteers in my lab, so I think that is a possibility. The experience is worth something in addition to the pay. So unfortunately, I think that's what the rule is right now.
All right, we have a few more minutes left if there are any last questions.
Who's coming to San Jose State this spring? Give me a thumbs up. Nobody?
Oh, well, we got a smiley face in the chat. Yay! And we've
I'll
got
take
another.
it.
Yeah, we've got at least a couple. Yeah. No, we hope that we can. We hope that we see you all here. I mean, I know some of you may be weighing different options, but again, you'll get to, if you choose San Jose State. We are the university, the public university for Silicon Valley, and if that's your end goal, that's great. No matter what, we have a wonderful hands-on programs in all of our departments. And we have great students. You'll join a really wonderful community. And then we're all looking forward to seeing spring is going to, just like I mentioned, be pretty much mostly online. But we're looking forward with all the good news we've had this past week and to hopefully getting more things in person for fall and then slowly transitioning to, it won't quite be what it was before. I'm sure it'll even be better. So that's how we do things in Silicon Valley. We try to evolve whenever we get challenged. So thank you so much for taking the time.
You.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.